me why I sound like this, with a 6-string growl and a hammer fist twist. Why I talk back when I should be.
I'm gonna be camping with only the essentials that are in this backpack right here. And you heard me right, I'm going to be camping with literally the stuff in a school backpack. So grab your popcorn and let's get to this adventure. My pack weight is only about 10 pounds, so I don't really have much gear in here. The way that I pack this pack is actually different from what I usually do in my other videos. So in case if you see some new pieces of gear that I forgot to mention, like my last video, please give me a shout out. Give me a shout out in the comments. So yeah, anyway, got the tent on top, just really smushed down in there. And then on the sides here, I got my poles as well as my stakes. And then I got some new pieces of gear inside of there to hold me over throughout the night. Gonna put the rain fly on here for good measure, just in case if it rains, because it's been raining a lot lately here. Okay, everyone, let's take a look inside of this tent real quick, so that we know that we got everything nice and situated, because sometimes you don't get tents correctly set up. Make sure it's on flat ground. Yep, seems like flat ground. Looks like we're good. Let me show y'all a little bit of what we got in this pack. I'm just gonna give you guys a sneak peek real quick. And you can already see this is a new piece of gear. Let's get into depth a little more on that here in just a second. It is just a beautiful day out right now. But if you guys haven't already noticed, I got a new microphone, and instead, and people have been complaining about this a lot. Not a lot, but a few people. So I decided to make an investment in it, and I got these wireless mics. So now, you guys can hear me no matter where I am. For example, I can go all the way over here, and you guys can still hear me. I'm all the way by this shed over here. Hopefully this will improve my videos more. If it does, please comment below. I really want to know. These mics I think are pretty cool. They're lavalier mics or whatever they're called. This is my first video using them, so please definitely comment. And they come with two, and there's little fuzzball ones on the top. This is just a regular cover, and then this is what the actual microphone looks like. But yeah, guys, anyways, let's look at the gear that we brought in this video. Well, okay, guys, I literally just went inside to go ahead and do the dishes, and now it is pitch black outside. Doesn't really seem like springtime to me right now, but this is kind of a cool angle. I just had this little like beam light. Anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for gear inside of my backpack, because there are actually some pretty cool things that I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take a look inside of here, and I'll show off some of the cool things that I packed inside of my backpack. One of those things, I just got this as well, because if you guys didn't already know, I have like a whole entire mess kit that I bring on every single time I go on backpacking trips or camping trips, whatever you want to call them. And now I converted to one of these littler pots. So this is a lot better, and the handles go in like onto the pot. So it's literally just this. I wish it was a little bit wider to fit my fuel canister in there. That'd be pretty cool. For dinner tonight, we got a freeze-dried meal, in which is the classic Mountain House chicken fried rice. And then what's for dessert? Yeah, I brought dessert even on this kind of trip. Well, we got some freeze dried ice cream. Now, if you've never heard of this stuff, tried it before. It's actually really cool, but very expensive. This was like $5 right here. And also, sorry for the bad lighting. It's just what we're dealing with right now because I have an ultra light light system. So yeah, this will be really good for dessert. I can't wait. One of the new pieces of gear as well is this little mini fan. This actually costed me less than this pot right here. This costed me $5. So there's three speed modes. Here's one, here's two, and there's three. So that'll be very handy for tonight. And of course, I got the regular stuff like my fuel, my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, and my other stuff like that, my pajamas. But that's really the cool items that I have. Otherwise, everything else is just the basics. Got some water, of course. And from now on, if you guys have seen my first ever camping video, you guys know the amount of water I brought was completely unnecessary. And I have obviously improved from that time. Of course, I got other cords and stuff for my battery bank. I got this Nebo uh, flashlight right here. This thing is extremely tiny, and this is one of the new items I got. I don't know if I've shown it in my previous videos. I don't think I have. And there's a magnetic end, so you can magnetically clip it onto something. But obviously in its tent, there's not really many places to clip it onto. But it is extremely bright, like I'll show you right now. Yeah, it basically lights up the entire tent, and you can adjust it. So if you look right there and make it really wide, it really illuminates me quite well, but it is very irritating. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this thing lights up the entire fort. It's absolutely nuts. I use Kuju coffee for my morning coffee. Gotta have coffee. And I got an ultralight backpacking Ozark Trail stove. So very small, very simple. And here's my power bank. It's nothing ultra light. It's just one of those regular plastic ones, 10,000 milliamp hours. I've got some tea. I don't know if I'll be using this tonight or not. And I got my cool cook set, as you guys have seen in previous videos. This thing is very cool. I got stevia for my tea in case if I eat it or drink it. And that is everything inside of my backpack. I fit all that into my backpack, and now everything is all over the place, but that is okay. I suggest that we get the bed set up right now because I like something soft to sit on, and that's easy on my butt. Let's do it. I do not know if I'm being cut off in the frame, so please excuse that if I am. Here is the sleeping pad. I actually have a review on the sleeping pad. If you guys want to go watch it, I'll link it in the description below. And this pump is actually very quiet, surprisingly quiet for what it is. It's a cheap Walmart Intex pump for pumping really anything up. So, let's give it a sound test right now, and we'll do this. Doesn't sound very loud, but we're gonna wait for about a minute, and that thing will be completely inflated. That's good enough, and then you just give it a few more breaths to make it firm. You are good to go. Yeah, this sleeping pad is always comfy. I really like it. Okay, now for my ultralight 50-degree mummy sleeping bag. It literally only weighs 1.81 pounds, so it's very lightweight and 7'4" by 2'7" wide. So it actually really nice and comfortably big. Yes, I know, guys, comfortably isn't a word. I mess up my words sometimes, okay? Let's get this thing open. Very thin sleeping bag. I mean, like, look how thin that is. Like, that is almost like a sheet. But it will get us through the night for tonight. Next up is my ultralight pillow. Oh, this is the life right here, guys. I'm gonna have my fan next to me. I'm gonna uh go to sleep soon and chill out for the night and stuff. This setup right now is actually working really, really well, to be honest. If I had to choose a setup that was cheaper, I wouldn't believe that it's true, to be honest. So that makes this sound really, really good. But guys, I'm getting ready to cook some dinner here soon. Okay, everyone. We have the cooking things here. I've always liked the butane better. Add this water into here. That's really cool looking. Guys, I don't know if you guys know how many calories these Mountain House meals hold. There's 2 servings in here, so 300 calories would be 1 serving, and then both 2 servings would be 600 calories. So 600 calories is going to be going into me from this, plus my ice cream, which is I think 140 or something, so, or 145, so about 745 calories is going to be in me. There is one of those toxic things that they don't want you to eat. What it looks like. I think I know just the amount that I need to pour in. Probably right there is good. Close up the bag. Make sure it's nice and closed. So I think I'm just going to let it sit there for a little while. I'm really looking forward to this freeze-dried ice cream right here. Had one of them before, but I don't remember what they taste like. From my experience, they were okay. Well, that was a little bit weird. Here's my utensil kit right here. I think it's about time that we try, or at least try to try, our fried rice because it feels extremely, extremely, extremely hot. So there's multi-tools in it and stuff. But we're not going to use the fork. We're going to use the spoon instead because I want to get a bunch of fried rice than just a little bit. So there's our spoon. Ooh, Look at that. It actually looks pretty yummy. Good. Yeah, that is definitely perfect. Like I said, good meals that they make. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, relax a little bit because do you really want me to show you me eating, like, a time lapse of me eating that? Like, what let's just get to the exciting part where we eat our Mountain House ice cream here soon, but this is also exciting because it's actually good. That is officially 700 or 600 calories. That was definitely a lot of food. Now for the curious part. We have the ice cream sandwich, and let me know in the comments if you guys have ever tried this before, because I'm really curious if you guys have. I'm really curious if you guys know what this is, but you can find these in Walmart. Same with that meal. They're ultra light camping meals and desserts and stuff. Let's open this up. Here's for the review. Whoa. Look at that ice cream. Hear this. That's rock hard. That's so cool, though. To be honest, guys, I'm impressed. That literally tastes like ice cream. I'm going to give the fried rice a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give the ice cream a 9 out of 10 as well. 9.5 out of 10, actually. I'm going to save half for the morning, so I still have some stuff left over. But anyways, you guys, I don't think I'm going to have my tea. I am extremely tired, and I just want to literally just fall asleep. I'm going to go ahead and hit the sack here. That was a great dinner. I'm extremely full, and I will catch y'all in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. It is about 8 o'clock, and I slept pretty good. I had to go inside and grab my big sleeping bag, because it got colder than expected last night, but that's okay. It called for lower 60s, almost about, uh, into the lower 50s. But now I'm sweating, and yeah, I want some coffee, so let's go ahead and make that. That's one of the signs of spring. I really like how I can open up this big, huge screen door. It's really nice, and keep all the bugs out. And sunset, or the sun is right there. So, yeah, it's very nice. But this little fan right here worked great. It lasted all night long, and it was perfect for what I was using it for. This clip can go down and act as a little stand, as you can see. Alrighty, looks about good right there. Okay, that's good enough. We only have that bit left. Okay, we got that little bit in there. I'm gonna put stevia in there, see if it helps with the just plain, absolute plain black coffee taste. So we're gonna see if this helps at all. You guys are gonna get my initial reaction. So let's try this. It tastes better, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have some ice cream, freeze-dried ice cream for breakfast this morning. I assure you, I have learned the absolute worst of the worst consequences if I eat inside of here without any protection for cleaning up things. I switched to the fuzzy version of the mic because it's starting to get a little bit more windy, and I just now realized that these aren't called fuzzy things. These things are called dead cats, not fuzzy things. So don't listen to me when it comes to mic stuff because I don't know. Anyways, you guys, I am going to get packed up here in this tent. It was a great night, and I appreciate you guys for joining me on this adventure. I had a great meal last night. I had a great breakfast, and yeah, thank you for watching this video. I can't believe I fit all this into a school backpack, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'll see y'all on the next episode of Sawyer Outdoors.